I'm like, okay, wait. Good morning. You're in the back room with Becky. It is Happy Hump Day. And yes, those are rollers in my hair. I'm mortified with myself, but it's show day and we are already starting to get ready, and I'm like, damn, I should have rolled my hair up last night. But as some of you know, last night my niece and her family this was their last night in Kansas City last night. They are on their way to live outside of Phoenix, Arizona. So my Arizona people, holler at your girl so we can do some networking. Take care of my peeps while they're out there, because I would do the same for you. What's on my mind? The topic of the day, because it's Happy Hump Day. Hump Day is all about working. So tonight, the Big Goody Girls is going to be out at BABEEBOYS of Kansas City and Grandview. Well, I make up words sometimes, like THickalishus, it's patent pending, by the way. And then, I'm kind of, I have these alter egos, and sometimes they take creative license with words, and they put two words together. Kind of like them prison dudes do. So my word evidentiary done come up in the street. I'm like, what? What you say? Who? Somebody used my word. No, I can't, because I didn't patent pen evidentiary. I just kind of, but that's just not right. It's just swag jacking going on a major level. Major. It's like when people sample it from your stuff and they don't pay you. What? You gonna sound clever in my expense. Well, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. So, okay, we're gonna let you walk with that one. Yeah, I got puffy eyes and I got rollers in my hair. But, oh, baby, when you see me later today, you're going to be like, what? You better work, big girl. Message to my big girls. We haven't had a little chat in a while. And so I just want to tell you, yes, the movement is rolling. There are a lot of events going on across the nation where Curvation Nation, Curvelocity, Curve Appeal, all of these national organizations are looking to start chapters in other cities. Now, you might not believe that this is really a movement, but it is, because this country has never embraced full-figure people the way we're being embraced today. Now, I'm not advocating that people just go out there and get fat and don't care. I exercise each and every day. This just, I have a disease or a disorder called lymphedema. If you see me, you'll go like, well, parts of her body is like a regular person, and the other part is like, bam! I love my big THickalishus body. You best believe I do. I sure do. I learned through the years to appreciate what I have. After I saw the crazy stuff that women go through to get boobies like mine, booty like mine, and lips like mine. So for you to be putting it out there that we are not attractive, that black women are not beautiful and desirable, yeah, I'm making a statement even with my rollers in my hair. No makeup on my face. My white beater and my pajama bottoms. That's how I roll. Do I glam it up? I enhance myself. But remember, big girls, you got plenty to play with. You have an amusement park where everybody else might have a playground. You have plenty. Like they say, it's more pushing for the cushion, more ounce for the bounce, more bounce for the ounce. That's what Michael Henderson said. So, long time ago, the brothers already knew. They was just in the closet with it. Just like, how people really like to shop on QVC, but they don't want their family to know. So they be shopping with somebody. Oh, girl, where did you get that? Huh? At the given place? Okay. Well, you brothers out there, please be kind to us. If you're a tourist and you know you ain't coming to stay, say that. Say, I ain't never been with a big girl. I need a guide. I need to know the parameters and I need to know the rules. Because I got a pair of men's underwear right here in my drawer. My daughter is dying back here because she's like, Mama, no! Yes. I'm going to... We in the back room with Becky. And what do? We tell it like it is. Okay. So for the tourists that are coming through THickalishus heaven, and you seeing all these big goodies and big goody girls, and you just like, Ooh, I sure would like to try that on the buffet table. But you don't know how you're supposed to handle it. You know, do you need to add anything on it? You don't have to punch up the flavor on a big girl. We luscious. We good and plenty. You don't have to worry about, do I need to put an extra pillow somewhere when we get into the intimate zone? No, we got that. We come with our own cushions. You ain't got to worry about us. Oh, you hurting me. Stop. You the one might be hollering stop. But before my daughter interrupted me, I was going to say, I had a tourist that passed through THickalishus heaven. Yes, she did. And, you know, I ain't ashamed to say, y'all know Ms.B is, you know, I'm a metropolitan woman. I'm a woman of the world. I am an Epicurean. I enjoy the finer things of life. All of them. From the food, to the drink, to the shoes, to the men. And evidentiary, they like me, too. So, you know, we had a tourist come through Becky World, and he was quite smitten with me. And I was quite, you know, I was like, oh, he's fine as wine. Twice as sweet. Let me see about the meat. Well, it was no disappointment to me until the brother got in, you know, he was going through the touring area. And, you know, sometimes big girls have valleys, peaks, and mountains. And if you're not used to the valleys, peaks, and mountains, you might kind of swerve off the road a little bit because you dangerous curves ahead. Okay? Big girls got curves, and we know how to use them. But for you tourists that don't know the lay of the land, you run up on us like we one of them skinny girls, and then you be like, oh, shit. I think I underestimated. Yes, you did. So the brother underestimated me. I was trying to lead him back to safety. You know, it's like when you get the people on them rides and they get out sick, it ain't for you. Then the ride was, that's what it's like. It ain't like no little, we ain't no swing, baby. This is the big thing. So, you know, got in there. It was, you know, some of the corners was tight. And he didn't know what to do. He couldn't even drive his own vehicle no more. I was like, do I got to drive and be the road too? What's up? Big girls, when you get a tourist, please explain to them the dangers of Big Girl Valley. Because if you get down in the valley, going down to the mountain, going up to the mountains, and you don't know how to handle those curves, a brother will go off and leave his draws. Not only his draws, his dignity, his integrity is still laying on the floor. That I'm like, I felt sorry for him, but then I was like, okay, see, when you talked all that shit, you know, I'm going to just keep it real. You talk a lot of stuff, you better know what you're doing. When you get out there on the highway and you're going somewhere you ain't never been before, that's why you're a tourist, you need a guide. So, big girls, rule number 1, find out, is he truly a BBW lover or if he's a tourist? Do he need to just be there as a spectator sport? Or is he ready? Is he up to par? Can he participate? Well, that's be like unmatched in a boxing ring. You little featherweights jumping up here. And I know y'all got big backs and stuff like that, but you get up in here in big girl land and you don't know what you're doing, you just press a brother up. You'll be questioning your manhood. I can't handle that. He could not handle. Blew his socks off and his drawers at the same time. And I know y'all like, oh, Ms.B, TMI. No, I'm teaching a class right now. If you are not ready for this class, please leave the room. Okay, so big girls, we know we got tourists. We got true BBW lovers. And you got your experienced veterans that'll get in there with you and you'll be like, ooh, can I make you breakfast? It's 9 o'clock at night. You never know because you're going to be here all night, baby. That's what up. Remember, a big girl is not a playground. She ain't no plaything. Ain't no toys for tots, baby. This is big boy toys. So stop running up on us like you know what you're doing, and then you get there and be like, oh, okay, what do I do now? Knock on wood. What do I do now? I am down here in the valley of the big girl land. I don't know whether to turn to the left, turn to the right, keep going straight ahead. Ain't no pulling out, because, you know, the door's closed after a while. You just in there. So you can't jump off the ride after the ride start moving. That's what I'm trying to say to you fellas. And if you don't know something about a big girl, inbox me on Facebook. I'll give you a lesson. Not in person. I'll just give you some pointers. Because everything is not for everybody. You in the back room with Becky. It's Happy Hump Day. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. Come out and see us at Big Goody. See, that means we're going to have us a club in a minute. Come and see us at the world-famous BABEEBOYS in Kansas City, in Grandview, Missouri, 9:30. If you get there earlier, all the better. Go in and have a drink. No cover charge. Drink specials and food specials all night long. And tomorrow night we'll be at Champs in the Midtown, 39th of Jackson. Champs, Blues, and Jazz. Big Goody Girls. Love and peace. Always for the people. Rest in peace, Don Cornelius. I didn't even want to say nothing about that, but I'm not, because it'll mess up my energy today. Okay, I love you, James.